Say you love me, but I don't think that it's true. It's all for you, all that I do.
Alright, so for today's video, I'm going to go ahead and start with my brows since I haven't done my brows on camera. That way you have an updated... I'm just trying to make sure the camera is like not crooked. I feel like... Oh, and I apologize if you could hear my washer and my dryer. I'm doing laundry today. Today is my goddaughter's birthday, so I'm so excited. We're going to the Miami Frost Museum. Is that what it's called? Miami Frost Museum? Maybe it's just a Frost Science. Oh, Frost Science Museum. Anyway, so that's what I'm getting ready for, and I'm doing like a cute little fall makeup look, but more for like an all-day event, nothing too glam. And I'm gonna start with my brows. I don't know if I already said that, but I'm gonna start with my brows. I'm going to use the Anastasia Dipbrow Pomade. It looks like this. My preference is a pencil and some powder. That's how I usually like to fill my brows. I have some of this for the areas that I can't fill in with this because it's too dark. But I have to go get my brows done. I haven't done them in a while. They're like crazy. Look at this. I like first kind of like trace, like kind of outline the shape that I want. And then with the powder, the foolproof brow powder from Benefit, I blend everything in on the inside. That doesn't have hair like right here, for example. Holy, look at the difference already. So I've just really outlined the brow more than anything, and I like to start in the middle here only because they're not shaped. And once I create the line going this way, then I just basically match it all the way towards this section. A lot of people, when they fill out their brows, they start off right here and then they start going in too soon, so it's like too thick. It's not like, it doesn't smooth. I mean, what's the word? It just doesn't transition nicely into like a nice shape. Like you can't tell when it starts getting thinner. I don't know, you could see, okay? You could see what I'm talking about. I'm not very, it's kind of funny how I do these videos because I'm not the best at explaining. I'm very good at showing you. I'm a very hands-on person, so I'm sure if you guys try, you'll see what I mean. All right, and then I get the lighter side of the powder. And I fill this section out right here. And towards the tail end of the brow, that's when I start grabbing some of the darker shade. I like to start off with my brows. No matter what makeup look I'm doing, I like to get brows out of the way because that is what I take the longest doing. Now that I've filled in my brow, the way that I make it look like I just had my eyebrows waxed is the concealer trick. I don't know if you guys know it. If you're into makeup, I'm sure you know this trick, but I want to show it to you my way. I get any concealer. This is the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. I like to place some on the back of my hand like this, smudge it back there so I have enough to carve my brow with. And then I get a flat brush like so. By the way, this little hand thing that people do, it's the purpose of this little thing is sometimes the camera doesn't focus on the item that you're trying to show, and it kind of shows like the background and it blurs out the product that you want to demonstrate. Freaking repeating myself over here. So this helps for you to really get an idea of the size of a brush and for the camera to not lose focus. So you only have to dip one side of it like this, like that. This is what you do, you carve this out like so. Do it slow, by the way, because if not, you're gonna make a mess. And you need just very little product. All right, here you go. Do you see? Oh my god, you can see all my freckles here. So once I've carved that out with the concealer, then I start brushing all this excess concealer down, which also serves as a primer for your lid for the eyeshadow. Doesn't it give it that effect like if I just got my eyebrow waxed? And then this is like the natural look. And if you want it to look extra like sharp, extra snatched, then you carve the upper part too. I wasn't gonna do, but whatever. I'll just do it for the sake of showing you. If you get your brows done, this process right here is so much faster. I had to actually shape my brow because my brows are not done. They're not trimmed or nothing. Look how they're like coming out. Yeah, definitely gotta get my brows on. So that's the final look with the brow. I'm gonna do the other one off camera because as you can see, that was a process. All right, so I just completed my brow off camera, and as I was completing it off camera, I realized that I am running so late to my goddaughter's birthday party. Well, I'm not late yet, but I will be in 40 minutes. So this is going to be a quick makeup look now. Well, quick now that my brows are done because I easily take like 15 minutes on my brows alone. So now I'm gonna prime my face, and I'm going to use the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer, and I'm gonna use this on my T-zone area, meaning my nose, my chin, and my forehead, because these are the areas that I get oily. Oh, and I've already washed my face and used the toner, and I have my moisturizer, which has SPF 20, I think, on it. And then the rest of my face, I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty because the rest of my face is not oily. I have like dry spots. I look so crazy, man. I'm so used to seeing myself with makeup that when I'm not wearing makeup, I'm like, here we go. Oh, and this is my beauty blender. I've already soaked it under the sink because I want to keep saying this in like my videos, because a lot of people don't know that the beauty blender, you're supposed to use it damp. So put it under the sink while the water's running, let the water run on it, like get super soaked, and squeeze it out. And then you get a paper towel and you just do this, and it's damp. So that's how you use it. Now I put foundation on the back of my hand, put everything on the back of my hand, and then I just start applying it everywhere. Since I'm in a rush, I'm not focusing on just one section at a time. I'm going crazy. Oh, and the foundation I'm using is the Born This Way, and the brand is Too Faced. By the way, whenever I'm going to apply it like in between my brows, I pinch the beauty blender and then I go like this so that it doesn't touch my brows. And I do the same when I'm on the upper part right here. What a difference. What a difference. All right, now I'm going to get the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. And usually the color I use is light neutral. Oh, and the color I use Too Faced is natural beige. I have other colors for my clients, and the ones I currently have left, like one is too dark and one is too light, so I just mix them. But my actual color is the light neutral one, which I have so little, and I have to like scrape it, and since it's like only a little bit that comes out, that's the one I've been using to carve my brows with. So I'm gonna mix the shade medium with the shade light, and then that creates my color. So I'm gonna put a little bit. See, this is like basic. I could use this as foundation basically because it's like the color of my skin. But you always want your concealer to be a couple of shades lighter than your foundation. Helps create contrast and really highlights the areas that the sun naturally would. And now with the tip of the Beauty Blender, you start on the end and then you work your way in, because that really helps set the concealer in the most natural way possible. This is the RCMA, I think it's, yeah, RCMA No Color Powder. That's what I use to, like, what they, like, what makeup artists say is bake, which is basically with a setting powder, you're setting your makeup and you're setting it so that it doesn't crease throughout the day, and then it looks nice and matte, which is like my favorite kind of look. I like a combination of matte and dewy. I'm using the same Beauty Blender. It's still dump. It's still damp. What's wrong with me? And I've actually, you know, the solid soap that the blender comes in, this is this used to be a solid soap in here, but once it came out, I've actually put the RCMA powder in here because it's just easier to use and it's less messy. So I dipped it in that, and now I'm going to start from the outer part all the way in, and then I'm going to put it on the side of my nose, which helps to kind of like contour it and also set it. All right, so now I'm going to get the Cheek Parade palette, my favorite palette. I'm running out of it, and so annoying because I was like cleaning it out, I guess like after seeing a client one day, and I like put it over the garbage and I didn't realize that one of them fell out and I threw it away. I don't even remember what it looks like. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I just realized that's where this brush belongs. That never even had anything because I just realized it didn't have a name. Okay, cool. All that time I was feeling so guilty. Now I am going to use the Morphe R10 brush to contour my face, and I'm using the Hoola bronzer by Benefit. I used to use this brush to apply blush, and I recently started using it to contour instead, and it's so much better for that. All right, so I'm gonna start right here where the end of my side went, where my sideburn ends. And then I'm going to sweep it across my face like this. Very soft. I'm using like super soft. I don't do it harshly because then you're gonna move your foundation. Also, whenever you grab any powder, whether it's eyeshadow or powder, make sure you give it a quick little so all the excess powder can fall off and it doesn't fall off on your face and then ruin the look. If you go like this, you see how it naturally shapes the contouring area for you. That you could use that as a guide. So now that I've created the contour with the edge of my Beauty Blender again, I'm going to dip it in that RCMA white powder, and then you basically want to start where this part of your ear is, like right there below the contour, and it kind of helps just cut the contour, make it look nice and clean. So anything that's out of place, this kind of helps clean that, makes it look very nice. This is not something a step that you have to do. This is a step I skip like during the week. I'm only doing it now to show you. I'm going to grab, what am I gonna grab? Blending brush. Let me get the Morphe M441, just any little fluffy brush. I'm grabbing the biggest one, and I'm just gonna, I wanted to do a fall look, but since I'm in a rush, I'm gonna do what I do when I rush, which is put Hoola bronzer on my lids. Bronzer on your lids. It's like the best look. All right, now I'm gonna grab this large Morphe R37 brush, and because it's like such a huge blending brush, and any imperfections that I didn't blend in, it just kind of helps do that automatically just by going over it like this. All right, so now I'm gonna grab a brush and take this powder out from under my eyes. Now I'm with the Sigma Eye Shading E35 brush. I'm gonna put some on my lower lash line. I have so much powder in my eyes. Now I'm going to take this off. See how it just makes it look like you're just like this naturally? All right, I'm gonna get some this angled Sigma large angled contour brush. This is I've used to use this for contouring too, because it's also it's really nice for contouring. But sometimes you experiment, you branch out and use other brushes that are meant for other things. All right, so in this one you just smile, and then you see how the apple of your cheeks kind of pop out for you. That's where you apply the blush. Okay. Now I'm going to curl my lashes. This is like a multicolored eyelash curler from Sephora. So cute. The reason why I like it is because I'm not afraid that it's gonna rip my lashes off, because this is silicone right here. Oh my god, look what happens when I curl my lashes. Okay, so now I'm going to use the Total Temptation Maybelline foundation mascara. Can you tell that I'm rushing? And then I'm gonna go over and under, because that just makes it look longer. All right, I'm gonna get some highlight. The Champagne Pop Becca Cosmetics looks like this, and I'm going to use the Morphe M10 brush to apply some right here. Ooh. Pero cute me. That you kind of want to apply it right here across your cheekbone, kind of like right on top of like the upper part of your bronzer, and you work it into your blush. That looks nice, man. And I'm gonna get pencil brush, put it on the inner corner of my eyes, make me look awake because I just woke up not that long ago. And then I like to put it on the bridge of my nose. I like to use the pencil brush for that because it's like very precise. Put some on the tip of my nose and then blend it in with your finger. And then I like to use my damp beauty blender to set it. I ran out of setting spray, so using a damp beauty blender, it kind of is equivalent to using a setting spray, especially for the highlight part, because you see how now it looks like more like blended in. All right, so I've just done my hair, did a few little waves on it real quick. I've been wanting to do like a tutorial. I'm putting my watch on right now. I've been wanting to do a tutorial on how to do waves with a flat iron, because it is a very nice technique and it's very fast. It's a lot faster than using the wand, and it's safer. You burn yourself less, because I burn myself every single time I use the wand. So I'm sorry if this video was rushed. I don't know how it's going to seem once it's edited, but if it was rushed, I apologize for that. Oh, I just realized I didn't put lipstick on. What color do I use? I was just gonna do nude, but I think I'm gonna do these little NARS lipsticks. Any color that you guys see in Sephora, get it. It's awesome. These are awesome. You know what? I'm gonna do this color. This color is, I think it's Walkery. Yeah, it's a cute little beginning of fall lipstick. Ooh, so cute. All right, everybody. So this concludes this look. I hope that you guys were able to learn something with today's video as far as how to use a beauty blender, the little tricks I did on my brows. You see how it looks like I got my brow waxed? I think that's such an awesome technique. So whoever came up with that, shout outs to you. All right, so now I'm gonna finish getting dressed and head out to my beautiful goddaughter's birthday festivity at a museum, which is pretty cool. That was awesome, Karen. All right, so that basically concludes today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so, and leave me a comment down below if you have any questions or if you enjoyed any specific part of the video. Any kind of feedback that you guys want to give me, just go ahead and comment down below. I love to see those comments. And until next time, bye.
I think we're made of something.